And now the mic works as well. I hope you can hear me, whoever's out there. This is a test to see if I'm able to do some streaming over the summers. I won't be doing too much since I'm gonna have quite a long summer break until September. So I'm gonna increase my machinima production, I was thinking, and also trying to open up and see if I can become a little bit more transparent with the creation, like how I do it, and if there's any tips that anyone would like to just grab off the screen, or if you would like to ask questions about how I do certain things. So right now I'm only gonna be testing. I'm gonna head over to Area 18 because for the next Hubware Galactic episode, I'm gonna have a little segment from Invictus Launch Week, and the reporter is gonna be reporting from Area 18. So I need to film some B-roll in Area 18, and I figured you guys could come along with me. This is not maybe, if you've been following the channel, how you're used to seeing Oliver, but he's a little bit of a hotshot during his free time. So heading to Area 18 should be fairly easy. I don't know if you experienced 323, but I've been having some major lag with the servers over the last week. Could be because of Invictus or the free fly. Probably there's been a huge influx of new players, and Servers might have been strained a little bit. So yeah, when I've been trying to do some bounty hunting or I've been trying to go into bunkers, I've had quite a lot of delay. So I'm hoping that won't be the case now, because I'm only gonna be able to stay in the game for like an hour or so. So I was thinking I was gonna grab the B-roll in Area 18 and head over back here and land. 1 hour session for heading to another planet and going back and land safely is actually quite optimistic when filming. Even the smallest little video recording takes so long. Sometimes you're lucky though, and it goes by really fast and free from any pain, but usually you have a lot of bugs, especially when you film huge scenes with like 3 or 4 people. It takes a while. It takes a while. I think we have the basis of it. We've gotten it down pretty good with the hub. What do we call those events again? The Machinima Flix Mix. We have them on the HubNet Discord server for whoever's making film in the game or trying their hand at Machinima and want to have access to some actors or some pilots for ships. About once per month. It's been a little bit slower these past couple months because the patches have not been kind to filmmakers, but it's gonna come back. And it's been a great way to learn and experience how the game behaves when we're trying to record Machinima with several people at the same time. It's a challenge. It's a big challenge, but I think we got the recipe down. Let's head up here. I think the biggest challenge with recording Machinima is usually logistics, like trying to have everything prepared for however many actors you're gonna need in the scene. It can be it takes some planning, especially now with the ships not since 3.23 the ships couldn't store the ships with items in their inventory. So loading up ships with specifically clothing and armor in the inventory was a little bit harder than usual. I'm getting some lag here. What is this? There we go.
Welcome to the ASOS Vehicle Retrieval System.
If there's anyone in chat who would like to just give me a little hint on how the audio is coming through, that would be really helpful. Right, let's grab the old 600.
Your vehicle selected. Your vehicle has been delivered.
Head over to Area 18. Which hangar was it? Hangar 8. Alright. Excuse me about my sniffling. There's a huge amount of pollen outside now, and just gotten a recipe today actually. So it's probably gonna be better. So, what is this lag? Are you guys seeing? Audio is good. All right, great. Thank you, Space Patrol. Ah, there we go. Bring the elevator down. I like these new indicators of what you think and what you want to do when you press F. They're great. I'm gonna set up my controller as well. I use like an Xbox controller for controlling the camera in third person. I think it works great. You just need to set the settings for sensitivity. so the camera doesn't move like too quickly when you move the thumbstick. I'm realizing here that I have not been flying and talking at the same time. Like, ever. Not like this anyways. Right, hangar is open. Great. I think we can take that. I still haven't gotten used to the new system for flying, really. Let's see, they're super slow with the landing gear out, right? Should be able to send like that. Landing gear up.
Landing gear raised.
Right, I need to push forward. Oh, and change into nav. There we go. Oh, my mouse isn't too audible in the mic. You'll have to let me know if that's the case. Right, let's take her up. While this is going outside the atmosphere, I can try out the controller, see that it works properly. See, my pilot is looks a little soft there. I have to set him in the center of the camera. There we go. So now pilot is at the center of, what's it called? Center of angle. Oh, but he's not actually. I have to move the camera forward a little bit. Now it's in the center. So whatever blur I apply to the scene should be applied only to the background and the foreground, which seems to be the case right here. Right, so you can see with the mouse moving, it's a little bit jittery, but if I can get the... Oh, and it's a little shaky as well. I think in the options there's something called camera spring movement. Let's disable it. Camera spring usually solves it when you're trying to fly ships and record them, because with the camera spring, moving the ship around looks like this. You get a little soft movement, but if you want to film a scene with your pilot, for example, and you want them talking, it's quite difficult to have the pilot sitting like this and the ship moving around as you try to maneuver or whatever. So I usually have camera spring off, unless I want to film some really soft movements. Now when I move the ship, you see the ship keeps completely still while the background is moving. And looking at it from behind, you could call it's the old model of the third-person camera. They added the camera spring movement like 3 or 4 patches ago, and it looks good, but it's not very practical for filming. Right, so let's keep heading out here. The new map is fantastic. Just type in Area 18 and most of the time it works great. Look at that, beautiful. Right, so which way is that though? Quantum, there you go. Is this a Christmas song? No. No thanks. There we go, it's better. Alright. To Area 18. Fast forward. There's actually no fast forward on this one. Alright, so let's put the camera back on my pilot. and test out the controller. There we go. Alright, so with the controller, I get some real smooth movements here. It's a little bit of a problem though if you want to film the pilots at the camera center. You want them at the center of view, and at the same time move the camera like that and use depth of field, blurring like we did before, because you cannot get the camera closer than this, because the camera is actually on the ship and not on the pilot, so there's no way to get it closer except if you go super close manually, but that means you're moving the camera back or forwards. You're moving the center of the view behind the pilot, which turns him into like a little bit of a blur. So if you want to do it like that, you have to turn off the blur effect. Now you can still have some close-up shots of your pilot. Whoa, what happened there? Oh, it's a glass actually from the glass in the cockpit distorts things. So if we go inside the glass, there we go. Looks better. There's a little bit of a swing going on here. That's not camera spring, right? That should be something else.
Quantum fuel, 75%.
What could that be? I remember there was some setting for it from before. That was last patch though. Should really write these things down. Look ahead, strength, no. G-force induced head movement, we can remove that. Global camera shake, here we go. I think that's it. There we go. Looks great. And turning off the G-force induced head movement it didn't matter very much now, but if we, for example, accelerated while filming a scene, that would make the character here move back from this camera angle at least, so the camera would be affected by the G-force of the ship, and that's not something that you want. You want consistency when you're filming. So I usually turn off all of those like dynamic camera effects, because I don't think they look good, but they have a tendency to, at least for me, give me surprises while I'm recording. I'm like, oh damn, oh right, yeah, the camera was moving there because I was turning the ship or whatever. So I usually go with consistency just so I don't have to re-record anything. Oh, like now, let's see. The mouse is controlling the camera. So I press Z. That didn't do anything. Maybe because I'm in a seat. I thought I was gonna be able to not turn the camera with the mouse. Oh, anyways. Yeah, there's a lot to look at here. His eyes are going crazy. With the camera on like this, I can't use VoIP. At least not now. Oh, ArcCorp is coming in.
Quantum drive deactivated.
Because I learned this after trying to do machinima actually. PCs can't project the image from the camera to two sources at the same time. So it cannot be, even though it should, logically, it's just reading a signal, so it should be able to read at two places, I think. But it can't read from the webcam on OBS and in Star Citizen at the same time. And I tried reading it in OBS and sending the image as a virtual webcam over to Star Citizen, but Star Citizen doesn't want to take virtual webcams, unfortunately. So unless I buy another webcam, this is how it has to be. So I'm thinking if I'm starting to stream more in the future, I'll probably just turn the face thing off and activate machinima, the VoIP. and try it from there.
Quantum drive deactivated.
Alright, arrived in Area 18. Let's head on into this city and do some B-roll in the hospital. So it's only gonna be filming of like corridors and rooms, and the reporter, as I said earlier, is gonna be in the hospital filming and conducting his report from Invictus Launch Week. Contact ATC already. We're so high up.
Proceed to assigned landing bay.
Oh, that was quick. Right. I was actually quite close to that C2 over there. I've heard something of some glitch or something regarding C2s, and you can just spawn them and leave them, or duplicating them or something, but I'm not in the cargo business, so that's beautiful. So it doesn't look too immersive, this setup. What is going on? Oh, we're coming in a little too quicker. Yeah, that warning came a little late.
Warning.
Right.
Landing gear deployed.
Decoupled, landing gear out. Let's hopefully land here and go the. Oh, there we go. Go the safe way to the hospital, not the expressway. I don't even think I'm tied to this hospital. I'm tied to Babbage.
Have a pleasant stay.
Engines off.
Inactive.
Oh, that's starting to lag again. Let's open up. Can't wait for the 600 IB work. Great. And the exit ship. Where's... Oh, it's all the way over there. Every time I do this, I'm like, oh, I should just check which way the exit is before I put down my ship. But I only remember after landing like this. See if there's I had a little trick in the last patch where if I hold this camera angle, you see all the HUD thingies, they disappear, like health bar and pip up there in the corner for if you have if you're in an armistice zone and things like that. So what I could do, I'm gonna try if that works in 323, is that I only kept the this is the dash button on the numpad, by the way. If I only kept it down for like just a second, just so I could just briefly see the camera angle and go back, I could get this view but without the HUD, and that was a great camera view. And if that doesn't work, I'm gonna just set up the camera to be in front of Oliver's face. Oh, there you go, you see? That's this camera angle, and if I release it, it goes like this. So if you just press dash for just a quick second and release it, that was too long, too short, too long. There you go. So now I can use the controller to move forwards and look around like this. So I can use it just like I would use a camera. Except the camera would have more than 2 frames per second. What is going on? Could it be because I'm streaming at the same time? Gonna have to check settings later. How's the quality on the stream? Are you also getting like 2 FPS or even worse, maybe? Gotta shake his head here. Get rid of this. Oh, what's up, O'Donovan? Not storing the ship? No, I never do. Is that... Should I? Please let me know. Bevy Convention Center, that's wrong. We're going this way. To the hospital. Ah, just in time. Yeah, slideshow, alright. For me, it's not a slideshow anymore, it's more fluid now. Is it better for you as well? I think it could be time to upgrade something. I got... what do we have now? I run 30 FPS at least. That's at least playable. It's like TV. Let's go back to 0. Right, let's head into the hospital. So if this camera angle doesn't work with removing the HUD, you always have this camera angle like usual. The normal one, I usually put it up to his head height, move it forwards a little bit. Oh, nice. Remember to scroll the mouse wheel all the way forward. There you go. But now if I move with the controller, I can only go from side to side. Moving up and down is not possible because this is dependent on his where he's facing, not where he's looking. So if he's looking up and down, the external camera can't catch that. It can only catch left and right. So the better alternative for sure is holding dash for just a quick second, and now you have a great camera, free from all the clutter. Yikes. Yikes. Right, let's get outside. It's good that I'm testing this. I wonder what could be the issue. Is there anyone in here? So, let's see. They used to charge you a fee if you didn't store ship. Oh, yeah, they did. They did the impound thing. I haven't had that for a while, actually. I don't know why. Maybe I just, by default, pay it every time. I'm just so used to doing it like this, so maybe I don't even register it now. But it's impounded instead of destroyed. I have to check that. Oh, they used to charge you a fee. Oh, okay, so they don't do that anymore. That's good. Good for me. It'll probably be something that comes back later. Right, so let's see. The downside of filming like this from the actual viewpoint of the character is that you don't have zoom and you don't have depth of field. So if you want that, you should probably use the external camera instead. Right, so let's head up the elevator and find a nice little location for B-roll footage. I just want some camera angles to establish the location of the reporter. So when he says like, I'm in the Area 18 hospital, I want there to be certain camera angles to show that. and show some of the environments. This looks good. Nice contrast too. Wonder if I can record at the same time as I'm streaming. I'm gonna try. That's recording. Great. Let's move forward ever so slow. And move the camera. Oh, that guy is messing up the shot. What are you doing? Look like a little scuba diver here. What is going on? What are you even wearing? I've never seen this. Hazmat suit? Feels very unsafe. Sir? Yeah, alright. Let's film from another angle, maybe. Oh, that didn't look as good at all. Let's see if we can get this angle. A nurse station. That's better than some clipping hazmat guy. Now she's walking right into the doors. Nice. Alright, let's go from this direction then. Nothing looks too weird here. And let's do that angle again. Just checking here for inconsistencies. Because there's many.
Good day.
Yeah, good day. Good day to you. Take care of your patients.
You should consult the terminal for that.
I love how they don't even want to talk to people. She's sitting there at her desk and she's like, you should consult the terminal. Yeah. Yeah, why would I consult a nurse? That's crazy, right? Let's do a little shot here in the... it's so dark in here. It's completely black in here. Alright. Empire Health Services reception. Right. Pharmacy. And insurance. No one's working here. Where's the pharmacy guy? Insurance though? Oh, there's no one there either. Maybe now with the respawning in the Nursa and your C8R Pisces, these guys are going out of business. There we go. Let's see if get a little shot here as well. Ah, come on, control. Don't want to go too fast, but if I go too slow, I get. There we go. Nice, we got the little heartbeat down there as well. And back in the day, it said. Right up here, it said Dr. Roberts was on lunch or something. It's too bad we're gone. That was a nice little Easter egg. And arrow. Oh, the arrow is actually breaking through there. I haven't seen that before. A little 3D hologram going on. Go. Let's do an external shot as well, where we place the camera inside and scroll out. Oh, the camera should actually go even further. You know? Because if we do it like that, we can put some depth of field on the outside. Oh. I don't know if this looks good. Sometimes just get experiments to find what looks good. This looks bad. The character looks like he's paranormal monsters. Oh, it's very cool. Here we go. Maybe this is usable. We'll see. There we go. Alright. Stop the recording. Stopping. Great. How much do you bet they bring it back with server meshing? Oh, yeah, I think it's a good way to remove some clutter on the spaceports for sure, because if we're gonna be like hundreds of people loading in on the, or landing in the spaceports, they for sure need a little system for that to handle it. Oh, that was a surgeon. Alright, cool. Yeah, what do they know that we don't? That's a good question. Let's see if we can make it back to New Babbage before it's 4 o'clock. That's a 10-minute ride. I don't think we'll make it, but we'll try. Is the audio still good when the jittering happens? When the whole stream turns into slideshow? And also, does the slideshow affect my face down in the left corner, or only the game? Oh, there's an elevator down there. I hope they start by adding these clouds to the moons as well. Cleo in particular would look really good with a thick cloud layer like this, even thicker maybe, because it has this weird like flat atmosphere that it's had since the beginning, and you can just see how cloudy and nice it looks, but it just needs these volumetric clouds as well to really set the atmosphere. His pulse is up in like 120. Must be hard running a gear like this. Running sprinting, actually. Parkour. Let's find a base up terminal here. Is the ship actually in the hangar still? Or
Welcome to the
they must
ASOP
have
vehicle
parked it for
retrieval
me.
system.
It's parked.
Vehicle
Retrieve.
Your vehicle has been delivered to
Hangar
the
cell. Right.
And on our core, all UEE common laws are still in effect.
The only thing is the game display. Your image and sound are fine. Alright, so alright. Need to do something about the game. Is it all the time it loses? Or like when it's fluent for me, is it fluent for you as well? To the top deck. Morning, Kiwi. I hope you're good. Morning for you is... What time is it? Over there. Is it... I'm gonna take a guess. 10? Let's see. Yeah, 10. Is it 10 o'clock for you, Kiwi? These doors are not opening. There we go. Right, so let's quickly head back to New Babbage and set the ship down. And be done with today's recording session. Let's hope for a smooth ride home.
You are clear to launch.
Did you guys actually catch the guided tour on the Idris during Invictus? I tried to find it, but all of these, what's it called? The information boards where it was supposed to say where the fleet was at which station, I didn't see any. So it was really hard, like, following where the fleet was going to end up. I think it was a guided tour on the Idris this year, right? Let's see here. Oh, the ship's not on. There we go.
Origin jump works at your service.
Let's just refill a little bit before we're going as well. Auto. Hangars open. Little hydrogen. It's nice.
Quantum fuel.
It's 9. Yeah, that was close. Half a point. You did find it in the PTU? Alright. Was it like a guided tour like on the Javelin last and the year previous to last year? Or was it just you could walk around it, but did it have NPCs like telling you about the ship and stuff like that?
Thank you.
Landing gear
Please visit again.
up.
Landing gear raised.
Great. Let's put some thrust in those engines. This layer of clouds just looks insane. I love it. I did consider doing the whole recording and Hubware Galactic and the whole operation from Area 18 because I really like the vibe of it being like a whole city. It suits like a media company, I think. But the thing was, I couldn't find like a blue wall anywhere. I needed like a blue or a green wall so I could place Oliver in front of it and key out the background. And it was just impossible. I looked everywhere, but it was nowhere to be found. So it ended up being Microtech, which is a great planet as well. I like that you can take out like a little land vehicle and put in your ship right on, like in connection to the spaceport. Soon that's not going to be an issue anywhere because you're just going to be able to bring it up with your elevator straight into your hangar. But not this time, right? It's coming in later patches, but it's going to be elevatorable with your cargo elevator, and that's great. Right, let's put in New Babbage. There it is. Route is available. Oh right, I'm in flight mode. That's why I can't see it. Still, it's there. Alright. Just have to fire up a little bit further. It had little information monitors, but you didn't interact with the NPCs. Okay, so there were NPCs, at least. That's cool. Why it put me on such a weird target. It should have been giving me like an OM. Maybe I'm gonna have to cancel that one and manually use an OM, like, or fly a little bit towards Mikael 4 and then turn. Turn it off. And now let's go to Microtech. There it is. Are you guys still scared of standing up during Quantum as well? I never do it. I want to. I think it'd be great. Oh, is that you, little doggy? What are you doing? Oh, she's just shifting position. Hello. It's gonna be great when they have some activities on the ship for when you're in Quantum and you can actually get up, walk around, do some activities, because now it's buggy. You could just end up outside of your ship, but also there's no point to actually getting up and moving around. They do have some physicalized components now, right? Are those able to... I don't do much gameplay with in regards to like engineering and getting my ship damaged at all, but are those like, do you need to repair them during flight, or is that something that's going to be coming with 4.0 as well? I think fire is coming with 4.0, right? That's going to be a reason to get up from your chair. What has been my thoughts on master modes? I think it's adds to the immersion. It adds to the immersion. I like how the ship like takes precautions for you when you're putting your landing gear out. You enter like landing gear mode where it's slower, and I also like that I can gain some speed if I'm not interested in fighting. Now the 600i it's faster in nav mode than in what's the other one, SCB. The only thing I don't really like with master modes is how there's no option for like fleeing. If someone is on my tail and I have to choose between trying to flee and getting shot down, or using my shields and not being able to escape because I'm too slow. So I think maybe there could be like an in-between mode like they had before. I mean, they didn't have an in-between mode before, but the mode that they had by default before should be a great like in-betweener if you want to escape. You should be quicker than your aggressor and also be able to use some shields to escape. That in-between mode should be a mode for when you're not interested in fighting and just interested in running. And nav mode should be for like, yeah, I'm a civilian, there's no chance I'm getting shot, and you switch into either one of the other two modes when you're expecting trouble. I think that would work great, but master modes for sure can't be finished like this. It feels, I feel the immersion, I like the system, but it also feels a little like there's too many buttons. I have to press one button to enter nav and another button to not see all the quantum pips, and a third button to bring up my landing gear. And it's just I feel it could be simplified, even though it's a good idea, and I hope they iterate on this idea and not go back. But you stopped using your elevators. Oh, is that what put you outside? Yeah. When I go into the elevator here in the 600i, it says Oliver Zark left the 600i. So I think the elevators are for sure troublemakers. Microtech is coming up. It's so cool how you can see the moons now, like that. Where is... Oh, there it is. What happened? Planet was just gone for a second there. Okay. Where is New Babbage? The pips for major cities could be a little bit bigger as well. CIG, if you're watching, increase the size for cities, please. Oh, was that it? No. I'm sure someone has already seen it. It's like, Oliver, what are you doing? Ah, there it is.
Quantum drive activated.
They did something with the quantum drive and the splice jumping, so that it just feels much more fluid than it did before. When I entered a planet system or exited from a planet, leaving it behind, there was always like this huge lag, and it feels much more fluid now. It's really nice. Oh, the spaceport is on the other side. Alright, let's fly over. I is my daily fly, but I'm hoping for the Zeus actually to take its place. Not take its place like only as a daily flyer. I still want to use the 600i for like the machinima. But as a daily flyer, I'm hoping for the Zeus. The Galaxy looks very interesting as well. I much prefer these civilian type of ships. And the Galaxy, being a modular ship and having all that space in its center, I'm really hoping for like a media module down the line. I think I've probably been saying it before, if I've been on Discord with either of you guys, but if there's a media module for the Galaxy, allowing us to have like a green screen in there and with some light on its face, on the character's face, it would be great for my project at least, because I could take the character around in different systems and I could film it like it's in a studio, even though I'm reporting from different sites around the universe. So having the studio be like on a ship, that would be perfect. Because now the studio is not on a ship. Now the studio is, as I said before, it's here in New Babbage. Because it was the only place where I could find a blue wall. And now that when we're landing, you're actually gonna be able to see that blue wall that I'm using. Because it's in the hangar, so I usually have to call the hangar and go in there. Oh, I have a sneeze coming. Excuse me. Tip for you guys: if any of you have allergies, just place a little finger under your nose when you feel a sneeze coming, and it's all gone after a few seconds. All right, coming in on the landing here. How close do I need to be to actually call ATC?
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
I could call it. Nice. And where's my landing bay? Usually takes a while here in New Babbage for it to pop up. It's just so dark. I need to find a third person to see that check that I'm not smashing into the space station. Ah, there it is. Hangar 8. Let's zoom out a little bit. Oh, there it's opening up for me. Great. Enter SCM. It's a great slower little speed.
Landing gear deployed.
Decoupled. I saw you reply there to the master mode comment. Kiwi, I'm gonna check that just in a second. Great. Turn off.
Stay.
Exit. Yeah, it needs to be tweaked. Yeah, I agree. Master mode is a decent starting point, but hopefully they found the balance. Yeah, I hope so too. And yeah, that's why we're in alpha, for sure. If they can find... there's a lot of things that need balancing, for sure, before it's a 1.0 game. And I see with 323 launching, I saw with like shooting in particular, there's been like, you have some hit markers now and sound and audio cues for like when you made a headshot or when you have a kill shot, and that's very like gamey, especially for Star Citizen. I think it's more something you would find in like Call of Duty or Battlefield, but having it in Star Citizen now, I think it shows like, I don't know their aim, but it shows their direction at least. Like they're going for a broader market now, it looks like, and they're also trying to make things more on a whole comprehensible for the player. And I think that's a good direction, even if I'm not particularly sure about the hit markers, but I think it's good that they're trying to use audio cues and giving us a whole experience of an indicator of what we're doing in the game, because sometimes there's some confusion, for sure. Here's my studio. So I usually helmet off, place Oliver like this in civilian clothing, zoom out, and no, I move the camera back. That's what I'm meant to say, and I zoom in, and here is. If I turn my camera off and turn the game camera on in here. Oh, they move these settings around. Yes. There we go. That works. All right, so goodbye for now. It was really nice of you all to hang out with me and giving me some indication of what works and what doesn't work before I start streaming a little more regularly. So I have some things that I need to check out now, and it was great to hear that the audio was working as well. Another good way to avoid sneezes is to blow a decent amount of air out your mouth. All right, I'll try that for sure. Can't wait for org-based building in HubNet has a giant filming meet. Oh yeah, for sure. Me too. I picked a little building now that I pretend is like the HubNet base, but it's empty, of course. When do you usually repair and refuel? Oh, it's a good way to do it when I land. I do that too, if I remember. But usually I don't. So, but I do remember when taking off, so I have that going for me, at least. And hello, Lyrium. I was just about to end the stream. Just been testing out some things to see if everything works for when I want to go a little more regularly with the streaming. So yeah, thanks. Have a nice weekend, everyone. No, it's Monday. What am I saying? Have a nice summer. See you guys.